Understanding the weaknesses that many women may have can help men navigate relationships more empathetically and effectively. It's important to approach this topic with sensitivity and respect, acknowledging that every individual is unique. Here are 10 potential weaknesses some women might exhibit, which men can be aware of to foster better relationships. Number 1. Overthinking and anxiety. Understanding and addressing the issue. Overthinking and anxiety are common issues that many women face, affecting their mental and emotional well-being. These issues can stem from various sources, including societal pressures, personal experiences, and inherent personality traits. Understanding the reasons behind overthinking and anxiety, and learning how to address them, can significantly improve relationships and support the women who struggle with these challenges. Reasons for overthinking and anxiety. 1. Societal pressures. Women often face immense societal pressures to meet certain standards in appearance, behavior, and achievements. These expectations can lead to overthinking as they strive to conform to these ideals, fearing judgment or rejection if they fall short. 2. Fear of failure. The fear of failure is a powerful motivator for overthinking. Women may worry about the consequences of making mistakes, leading to excessive rumination on potential outcomes and scenarios. 3. Need for control. A strong desire for control over various aspects of life can cause women to overthink. They may believe that by analyzing every detail, they can prevent negative outcomes and maintain control over their situations. 4. Past experiences. Past experiences, particularly negative ones, can contribute to overthinking and anxiety. Women who have faced trauma, rejection, or failure in the past may be more prone to anticipating similar outcomes, leading to heightened anxiety and overthinking. 5. High expectations. High personal expectations, whether self-imposed or from external sources, can drive women to overthink. The pressure to excel in multiple roles such as career, family, and social life can lead to constant evaluation and reevaluation of their actions and decisions. Addressing overthinking and anxiety. 1. Offer reassurance and support. Providing consistent reassurance and emotional support can help alleviate overthinking and anxiety. Be a steady presence and offer a listening ear without judgment. Number 2. Emotional sensitivity in women. Understanding and addressing with care. Emotional sensitivity is a characteristic that many women possess, and it can significantly impact their interactions and relationships. This trait involves a heightened awareness of and responsiveness to emotions, both their own and those of others. Understanding emotional sensitivity and addressing it thoughtfully can enhance communication, deepen connections, and foster healthier relationships. Here's a detailed exploration of emotional sensitivity in women and how men can navigate it effectively. What is emotional sensitivity? Emotional sensitivity refers to a heightened ability to perceive and respond to emotional stimuli. Women who are emotionally sensitive may experience emotions more intensely and have a keen awareness of the emotional states of those around them. This sensitivity can be both a strength and a challenge, as it enables deep empathy and connection but can also lead to vulnerability and emotional overwhelm. Reasons for emotional sensitivity. Biological factors. Hormonal fluctuations, particularly related to the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and menopause, can influence emotional sensitivity. These changes can affect mood and emotional responses, making women more susceptible to emotional highs and lows. Socialization and gender roles. From a young age, women are often socialized to be more emotionally expressive and attuned to the feelings of others. Cultural expectations can reinforce the importance of nurturing and empathy, contributing to heightened emotional sensitivity. Personal experiences. Individual experiences such as past relationships, trauma, and upbringing can shape emotional sensitivity. Women who have experienced emotional neglect or abuse may be more sensitive to emotional cues as a protective mechanism. Addressing emotional sensitivity. Understanding and addressing emotional sensitivity in women involves empathy, communication, and support. Here are some detailed strategies. 1. Practice active listening. Active listening involves fully concentrating, understanding, responding, and remembering what the other person is saying. When interacting with an emotionally sensitive woman, show genuine interest, make eye contact, nod, and provide verbal affirmations like, "I understand," or "That makes sense." Avoid interrupting. Let her express her feelings completely before responding. Interruptions can make her feel unheard or dismissed. Number 3. Self-esteem issues in women. Understanding and addressing the challenge. Understanding self-esteem issues. Self-esteem is a critical aspect of mental health and well-being. It involves how a person views their own worth and capabilities. For many women, self-esteem issues can be pervasive, affecting various aspects of their lives, including personal relationships, career, and overall happiness. Understanding the roots and manifestations of these issues is essential for fostering empathy and providing effective support. Reasons behind self-esteem issues. 1. Societal beauty standards. Societal beauty standards are a significant contributor to self-esteem issues in women. The media often portrays an unrealistic and narrow definition of beauty, emphasizing attributes such as slimness, flawless skin, and certain facial features. Women who do not fit this mold may feel inadequate or less attractive, leading to low self-esteem. Detail. Impact of media. The constant exposure to idealized images in advertisements, movies, and social media can create a persistent sense of comparison. Women might feel pressured to meet these unattainable standards, leading to dissatisfaction with their own appearance. Body image issues. This pressure can result in body image issues, where women are overly critical of their physical appearance. They may resort to extreme dieting, excessive exercising, or even cosmetic surgery to align with these standards. 2. Comparisons and social media. Social media platforms have intensified the tendency to compare oneself to others. Women often compare their lives, bodies, and achievements to the curated highlights of others, which can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy. Detail. Highlight reels versus reality. Social media often showcases the best moments of people's lives, leading to unrealistic expectations. Women might feel that their lives are not as exciting or fulfilling as those they see online. Negative feedback and cyberbullying. Negative comments, cyberbullying, and the pressure to gain likes and followers can further damage self-esteem. Women might feel validated only through online approval, which is fleeting and superficial. 3. Cultural and familial expectations. Cultural and familial expectations can place immense pressure on women to conform to specific roles and behaviors. This can lead to self-esteem issues when they feel they are not meeting these expectations. Number 4. Desire for validation. Desire for validation is a common emotional need, deeply ingrained in many women due to various social, psychological, and cultural factors. Understanding this need can help men foster healthier and more supportive relationships. Here are 10 insights into why many women seek validation and how men can address this need with sensitivity and respect. 1. Societal pressure and expectations. Explanation. Society often places high expectations on women regarding their appearance, behavior, and achievements. These pressures can create an internal need for external validation to feel worthy and accepted. Detail. From a young age, women are often bombarded with messages from media, family, and peers about how they should look, act, and succeed. These expectations can lead to a constant quest for approval and reassurance. Men can help by acknowledging these pressures and providing consistent, genuine support and encouragement. 2. Cultural conditioning explanation. Cultural norms and traditions can reinforce the need for validation in women, emphasizing the importance of being likable, agreeable, and nurturing. Detail. In many cultures, women are raised to prioritize others' needs and seek approval from family, friends, and society. This conditioning can make validation a core aspect of their self-esteem. Men can support women by recognizing these cultural influences and encouraging them to pursue their authentic selves. 3. Insecurity and self-doubt. Explanation. Insecurity and self-doubt can make women more reliant on external validation to feel confident and secure. Detail. Women may experience self-doubt in various aspects of their lives, such as their appearance, abilities, and relationships. This insecurity can lead to seeking validation as a way to bolster their confidence. Men can help by offering consistent praise and highlighting women's strengths and achievements. 4. Previous negative experiences. Explanation. Past experiences of rejection, criticism, or failure can heighten the need for validation as a means of reassurance and healing. Detail. Women who have faced significant criticism or rejection in their past may develop a heightened need for validation to counteract these negative experiences. Men can support by being understanding, patient, and consistently affirming their worth and value. 5. Comparison and competition explanation. Constant comparison with others, often exacerbated by social media, can fuel the need for validation to feel adequate and successful. 5. People-pleasing tendencies. Understanding and addressing a common female weakness. One of the most common weaknesses that many women experience is a tendency to people-please. This behavior stems from a deep-rooted desire to be liked, accepted, and appreciated by others, often at the expense of their own needs and well-being. Understanding the causes, implications, and ways to address people-pleasing tendencies can help both men and women foster healthier and more balanced relationships. What is people-pleasing? People-pleasing involves prioritizing the wants and needs of others above one's own, often leading to neglecting personal desires and boundaries. People-pleasers tend to say yes to requests even when it's inconvenient, avoid conflict at all costs, and strive to maintain a positive image in the eyes of others. Causes of people-pleasing tendencies: socialization and gender norms. From a young age, many women are socialized to be nurturing, accommodating, and selfless. Cultural and societal expectations often reinforce the idea that being a good woman means putting others first. Fear of rejection. A strong fear of rejection or disapproval can drive women to please others to avoid negative judgments or abandonment. This fear can stem from past experiences or an innate desire for social connection and acceptance. Low self-esteem. Women with low self-esteem may seek validation through pleasing others, believing that their worth is contingent on being liked or appreciated. They may feel inadequate or unworthy unless they are constantly receiving positive feedback from others. Conflict avoidance. Many women dislike conflict and will go to great lengths to avoid it. People-pleasing can be a strategy to maintain harmony and avoid confrontations, even if it means compromising their own new. Burnout and stress. Constantly prioritizing others can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. People-pleasers often neglect self-care, resulting in burnout and chronic stress. Resentment. Over time, people-pleasers may develop resentment towards those they are trying to please, feeling unappreciated or taken advantage of. This resentment can strain relationships and lead to feelings of bitterness. Loss of identity. When women focus too much on pleasing others, they may lose sight of their own needs, desires, and identity. This can result in a lack of fulfillment and a diminished sense of self. Ineffective boundaries. 6. Fear of rejection. Understanding and addressing. This common weakness in women. Introduction. Fear of rejection is a deeply ingrained emotional challenge that many women experience. It can influence various aspects of life, from personal relationships to professional interactions. Understanding the roots of this fear and how it manifests can help in fostering more empathetic and supportive relationships. This article explores the reasons behind fear of rejection, how it affects women, and practical ways to address and overcome it. Reasons behind fear of rejection: societal and cultural influences. Idealized standards. Societal standards often promote unrealistic ideals of beauty, success, and behavior, leading women to fear rejection if they don't meet these standards. Media portrayals can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and heighten the fear of not measuring up. Gender roles. Traditional gender roles may pressure women to conform to certain behaviors and expectations, making them anxious about deviating from these norms for fear of being judged or rejected. Past experiences. Previous rejections. Negative experiences, such as being rejected in past relationships or social situations, can leave lasting emotional scars. These experiences can create a heightened sensitivity to potential rejection in future interactions. Family dynamics. Family upbringing and early childhood experiences play a significant role in shaping self-esteem and the fear of rejection. Overcritical or dismissive behavior from caregivers can instill a deep-seated fear of not being good enough. Self-esteem and self-worth. Insecurity. Women with low self-esteem may struggle with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt, making them more vulnerable to fear of rejection. They may question their value and worry that others will see them as unworthy. Perfectionism. The desire to be perfect and the fear of not meeting high expectations can contribute to rejection anxiety. Women may feel that any perceived failure or imperfection will lead to rejection. Social and relational factors. Difficulty in dating. Fear of rejection can hinder romantic pursuits, causing women to avoid initiating or progressing relationships. They may miss opportunities due to apprehension about potential rejection. Friendship challenges. In friendships, fear of rejection can lead to issues with trust and communication. Women may struggle to build or maintain close friendships, fearing that their friends will abandon them. Number 7. Difficulty setting boundaries. Understanding and navigating this common challenge. Difficulty setting boundaries is a common issue many women face, and it can significantly impact their well-being and relationships. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships, managing stress, and preserving personal identity. When someone struggles to establish or maintain boundaries, they may find themselves overwhelmed, undervalued, or even resentful. Here's an in-depth look at why this difficulty occurs and how to address it effectively. 1. Fear of conflict. One of the primary reasons women struggle with setting boundaries is a fear of conflict. Many women are socialized to prioritize harmony and avoid confrontation. They may worry that asserting boundaries will lead to arguments or strained relationships. This fear can prevent them from voicing their needs or standing up for themselves, resulting in them feeling taken advantage of or ignored. Addressing fear of conflict. Encourage open dialogue. Create a safe space where open and honest communication is encouraged. Reassure her that setting boundaries is not about creating conflict, but about maintaining mutual respect and understanding. Role-play scenarios. Practice setting boundaries in low-stakes situations to build confidence. Role-playing can help her become more comfortable with asserting her needs. 2. Desire to be liked. Women often have a strong desire to be liked and accepted by others. This desire can lead to people-pleasing behaviors, where they prioritize others' needs over their own. The fear of rejection or disapproval can make it challenging to set boundaries, as they may worry about damaging relationships or being seen as unkind. Addressing the desire to be liked. 3. Lack of assertiveness. Skills. Setting boundaries often requires assertiveness, a skill that involves expressing one's needs and desires clearly and confidently. Some women may struggle with assertiveness due to a lack of experience or confidence in expressing themselves. This difficulty can make it hard to articulate boundaries without feeling guilty or hesitant. Addressing lack of assertiveness skills. Assertiveness training. Consider enrolling in assertiveness training or workshops. These programs can provide practical techniques for communicating effectively and confidently. Number 8. Taking on too much. Introduction. Many women today juggle multiple roles and responsibilities, from professional careers and family obligations to social commitments and personal interests. This inclination to take on too much can stem from various sources, including societal expectations, personal aspirations, and a desire to be helpful. However, this tendency can lead to stress, burnout, and a diminished quality of life. Understanding this weakness and knowing how to provide support is crucial in fostering healthier relationships and well-being. Reasons why women take on too much: societal expectations, cultural norms. Many societies expect women to excel in multiple roles, be it as a mother, career professional, or homemaker. These cultural norms can pressure women to meet high standards in every aspect of their lives, leading them to take on more than they can handle. Superwoman syndrome. The portrayal of women as capable of handling everything perfectly contributes to unrealistic expectations. This can lead to women feeling they must constantly prove their worth by managing an excessive load. Personal aspirations and ambitions. Career goals. Women with ambitious career goals may take on additional projects or responsibilities to advance their professional standing. This drive for success can lead them to overcommit themselves in the workplace. Desire for achievement. The personal drive for self-fulfillment and achievement can lead women to take on too many tasks, aiming to excel in various areas of their lives simultaneously. Desire to help others. Nurturing instinct. Women often have a strong nurturing instinct and a desire to support others. This can result in them taking on additional responsibilities to help friends, family, or colleagues, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. Fear of disappointing others. There may be a fear of letting others down or not meeting their expectations, which can compel women to accept more tasks or responsibilities than they can reasonably manage. Difficulty in delegating perceived competency. Women may struggle with delegating tasks due to a belief that they need to handle everything themselves to ensure it is done correctly. This can lead to taking on more than their fair share of responsibilities. High standards. Women who hold themselves to high standards of perfection may feel compelled to manage every detail of their lives meticulously. This perfectionism can lead to an overload of responsibilities as they strive to meet their own expectations. Number 9. Understanding perfectionism in women. Causes and effects. Perfectionism is a significant challenge for many women, influencing various aspects of their lives. It involves setting exceedingly high standards for oneself and striving for flawlessness, often at the cost of personal well-being and satisfaction. Here's a detailed exploration of the causes, effects, and ways to address perfectionism. 1. Societal expectations. Cause. Societal pressures and cultural expectations often place a heavy burden on women to excel in various areas such as career, family life, and personal appearance. Media portrayals of idealized images and successful women can create unrealistic standards that women feel compelled to meet. Effect. This societal pressure can lead women to set excessively high expectations for themselves, feeling that anything less than perfection is a failure. The constant comparison to unrealistic standards can result in chronic stress, anxiety, and a pervasive sense of inadequacy. Solution. Encourage women to challenge and redefine societal standards. Promote the idea that success and fulfillment are subjective and not solely based on external appearances or achievements. Support initiatives in media that celebrate diverse and realistic representations of women's lives. 2. Internalized beliefs. Cause. Many women internalize beliefs that their worth is contingent on their ability to achieve perfection. These beliefs are often shaped by early experiences, family expectations, or societal norms that equate personal value with success and flawlessness. Effect. This internalized belief system can drive women to set unreasonably high standards and engage in self-critical behavior when they inevitably fall short. It can also lead to procrastination and avoidance due to fear of failure, as well as a constant sense of pressure and dissatisfaction. Solution: promote self-compassion and cognitive restructuring. Help women recognize and challenge negative self-beliefs. Encourage practices like mindfulness and affirmations that reinforce the idea that their worth is inherent and not dependent on perfection. 3. Fear of failure. Cause. The fear of failure is a common motivator for perfectionism. Women may fear judgment, criticism, or rejection if they do not meet their own or others' standards. This fear can stem from past experiences of failure or a deep-seated need for approval. Effect: this fear can lead to excessive preparation, overworking, and an inability to delegate tasks. It can also cause significant stress and hinder personal and professional growth, as women may avoid taking risks or pursuing opportunities where success is not guaranteed. Solution: encourage a growth mindset, where failure is seen as a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of personal inadequacy. Promote resilience-building activities and provide support in developing a healthier perspective on risk-taking and failure. 4. Desire for control. Cause. Perfectionism can stem from a desire to control outcomes and manage uncertainty. For some women, striving for perfection is a way to maintain a sense of order and predictability in their lives, especially in areas where they feel insecure or powerless. Solution: encourage letting go of control and embracing flexibility. Support women in recognizing the value of collaboration and the benefits of allowing others to contribute. Promote relaxation techniques and stress management practices to reduce the need for rigid control. 5. Personal achievement and validation. Cause. For many women, personal achievements and recognition are closely tied to their self-worth. The pursuit of perfection can be driven by a desire for external validation and acknowledgement from others, including peers, family, and society. Effect: relying on external validation for self-worth can perpetuate the cycle of perfectionism. Women may feel constant pressure to prove themselves, leading to exhaustion, burnout, and a diminished sense of intrinsic value. Solution: encourage the development of intrinsic motivation and self-validation. Support women in finding satisfaction in their efforts and progress, rather than solely focusing on external rewards. Foster environments that value personal growth and effort over perfection. 6. Perceived competence. Cause. Women who excel in various areas may feel compelled to maintain high standards to meet the expectations of others who view them as competent and successful. This pressure can create a self-fulfilling cycle of perfectionism. Effect: the need to constantly uphold a perceived level of competence can lead to overwork, stress, and an inability to accept imperfections. It can also hinder the ability to enjoy achievements and celebrate successes due to the relentless pursuit of higher standards. Number 10. Communication challenges in women. Detailed insights and strategies for men. Effective communication is crucial in any relationship, but it can be particularly challenging for women due to a variety of reasons. Understanding these challenges can help men navigate conversations more thoughtfully and foster a more harmonious connection. Here's a detailed look at common communication challenges women may face and strategies to address them. 1. Indirect communication. Reason: women are often socialized to be polite and accommodating, which can lead to indirect communication. They might use hints, suggestions, or nonverbal cues instead of directly stating their needs or concerns. Impact: this indirect approach can cause misunderstandings, as their intentions may not be clear. Men may misinterpret hints or feel frustrated by the lack of directness. Strategy: encourage open dialogue where direct communication is valued. Create a safe space for her to express herself candidly. Avoid making assumptions and ask for clarification when needed. For example, instead of guessing what she might want, ask directly and listen carefully to her response. 2. Fear of conflict. Reason: women might avoid addressing issues directly due to a fear of conflict or upsetting others. They may worry about damaging the relationship or being perceived as confrontational. Impact: this fear can lead to unresolved issues and suppressed feelings, which might build up over time and cause larger problems. Strategy: reassure her that discussing concerns is a normal part of a healthy relationship. Approach sensitive topics gently and constructively. Let her know that disagreements are not threats but opportunities to understand each other better. 3. Emotional expression. Reason: women often process and express emotions more openly, which can sometimes lead to intense or emotional conversations. This emotional expression might be misunderstood by those who are less comfortable with such depth of feeling. Impact: men may find it challenging to engage with or respond to emotional conversations, leading to frustration or withdrawal. Strategy: practice active listening and empathy. Acknowledge her feelings without immediately trying to fix the problem. Show understanding and support, even if the emotions seem overwhelming. For instance, simply offering a comforting presence can be very reassuring. 4. Perceived criticism. Reason: women may be more sensitive to perceived criticism due to past experiences or societal expectations. What might be intended as constructive feedback can sometimes be interpreted as a personal attack. Impact: this sensitivity can make conversations about areas of improvement difficult, leading to defensiveness or hurt feelings. Strategy: frame feedback in a positive and supportive manner. Focus on specific behaviors rather than personal attributes. Use I statements to express how certain actions affect you, rather than making generalized statements. 5. Overemphasis on details. Reason: women often pay attention to details and may bring up multiple aspects of a situation in conversation. This can be a way of providing a complete picture, but can sometimes overwhelm or confuse the listener. Impact: men might struggle to keep track of all the details, leading to frustration or disengagement from the conversation. Strategy: practice summarizing key points and asking for clarification on important details. Encourage her to focus on the most critical aspects of the conversation if it seems like too much information is being presented at once. 6. Expectations of mind reading. Reason: women may expect their partners to understand their needs and feelings without explicitly stating them, believing that these should be apparent through their actions or nonverbal cues. Impact: this can lead to misunderstandings and unmet expectations, as men may not recognize or interpret these cues correctly. Strategy: encourage clear and explicit communication about needs and feelings. Help set up regular check-ins where both partners can discuss their thoughts and feelings openly. For example, setting aside time each week to talk about how each other is feeling can ensure that needs are addressed promptly. 7. Difficulty in prioritizing issues. Reason: women may struggle to prioritize which issues need to be addressed first, especially if there are multiple concerns. This can lead to feeling overwhelmed or confused about where to start. Impact: this can make problem-solving difficult, as both partners may not know how to effectively address the most pressing issues. Strategy: help her prioritize by discussing which issues are most important to address first. Work together to create a plan for tackling each concern one step at a time. This collaborative approach can make the process more manageable and less overwhelming.